Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bait Shop. I am Fields to Water, a.k.a. Chad, one half of the Bait Shop. We've got FOA, who is, well, we'll tell them that in a minute. For tonight, my co-host is Freddy's Outdoor Adventures. We have Mr. Fishing and Freedom himself, the great Richard Cluck has joined us. You guys have seen him before. He's been a guest a few times. And the most nominated person in Emmy history, Grammy, I think he's up for some Grammys, some Emmys. Chris Lee of Hooks and Hammocks. And an empty chair has also joined us tonight. Weekend Angler. Just as soon as you went to click on him, he jumped got up and walked away. He had baby Chad James with him. So we got the Baldwin Banters tonight. We had a great weekend last weekend. We went down to Baldwin and got to hang out with a bunch of people. And some of them will get to join us tonight. Some of them won't. But that's okay. I like them anyways, even if they don't. Danny Stone. Danny Stone probably don't even know what time it is.
Yeah, look at those guys.
Oh, wait a
minute.
That one.
I got to swap them. Got to put this 7-time nominee up top.
Hi.
I'm one of the ones you're named after. Chadwick James.
Chad.
Don't curse him like that.
Yeah, we're not watching that. No. Look at them.
Say out of some people here in chat. We got Melissa. We got Nubby's Catfishing, Uptown Chrissy Brown, member of Real and Virtual Outdoors. What's up, Troy? Keith from NWPA Fishing. My beautiful, awesome wife, Keith hooked on D Fishing. She was also nominated for Spouse of the Year. She was the original Spouse of the Year, so it'd be awesome to see her go for win number 2. We got Big Wrench Catfishing, Muskrat Adventures, member Adventures with Robin C, Michelle from It's All Mine,
Michelle,
Ben Seeker TV, Dale Hayslip, Goober Time TV, Super Smurf Eric Fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's this mean? Congratulations, everyone, on your nomination. Sorry, Chad. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I wanted to let everybody know, since Eric doesn't apparently know, that the Bait Shop, I mean, there's like a 99.99% chance that we'll win. Legendary, most epic live talk show of the year.
Freddie gets both the medals, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the show's all about Freddie.
Yeah.
We got Small Water Charters. What's up, buddy?
You've got Tom LG Bass is in the house. Fishing with the Squirrel, David Smith, Bobcat Outdoors, Whisker Dreams, Big Wrench Catfishing.
Yeah.
Matt from Wanna Be Outdoors.
Mr. Dockery, sir.
Well, that Danny didn't last long, did it?
2 stands. Christina Dunnigan.
Knock it off.
Wayne Huska, and I think we're about caught up.
Did you say?
I had you guys going on my phone listening while I was trying to load it up on my laptop, and I told my wife, I said, look at this, I can't even get in there, trying to get in there, and Chad's already ragged.
He's already exhausted me. He said more words than 2 stands in a freaking sturgeon video. Anyway, welcome back here, Danny Stone.
Did you say hi to Mr. Dockery, sir?
Where's Dockery? Dockery's in here?
Yeah.
I don't see. There he is. Hello, all not here.
In here.
Oh, God. Trouble is Dockery's middle name. Jello is up there in Baldwin with us. I know 217. I messaged Tim as well. He has got to work, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
So who else we missing? Parker. He's probably live on TikTok. Anybody else?
Probably. Well, I've got the girl on fire at the other end of the living room here. I'll get her on the camera in a minute. So
yeah, that's who we're missing.
Team captain.
Star of the show.
Team captain, Caitlin Dunnigan.
I think she's drinking hot chocolate at the moment. So she
That sounds
is.
good. I'm drinking nice ice cold water, trying to stay hydrated.
That's a good thing.
It is. You'd be amazed. I've been drinking since.
Your belly's showing.
Since we had our episode.
No, I'm trying to keep it down below the. Oh, you were talking to him. Never mind.
I've already dealt with this before the show, Danny. I don't want to see y'all's bellies on my camera. We'll wait. Yeah, Muskrat. We'll wait for Caitlin to make her epic entrance. But I've been hydrating since the trip home where we had our incident, and I thought I was going to die. So I've been drinking about 4 to 5 liters a day of water. So if I get up and have to go to the bathroom, that's probably why. At least that's what I tell my boss when he asks me why I'm not answering his phone calls. Is I keep telling him I'm drinking lots of fluids. I'm not drinking Mountain Dew, and I had to go to the restroom. Really, I'm taking naps, but don't tell my boss that at work.
You run,
and I know that
he had to go.
I have 4 or 5 new subscribers this week from work, and they'll probably tell on me, and they'll probably clip this out. But
look, you said bathroom, and Chris left.
I know.
Yeah, Chrissy, he's growing up on us fast, so
he is.
He's getting big.
Can't wait to see little dude. Is he gonna make it to Mendota this year?
That's up in the air. We're not
Up
sure
in the
yet.
air?
It kind of depends on it. I think Grandma and Grandpa might be coming up there with us.
Okay.
And, they said they would maybe watch the kids a couple days while we were all up there. So,
well, I just want to make sure that we start getting lots and lots of uncle and nephew time so that I can help start corrupting him.
You just want one of my children not to troll you, is what it is.
That's a great case. Your daughter sat there and trolled me probably 80% of the time we were at Baldwin.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Hold on one second. Wait. Uh-oh. Fresh from TikTok.
Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Parker, you're holding your phone the wrong direction. It's sideways.
That's what took him so long to get in here. He kept going. I don't know how to
literally
do
just
this anymore.
walked in the door from work. So
Just walked in the door from the morgue?
yeah. And I'm sicker than a dog, boys, so
No, look, now he doesn't want picked on. Okay, gotcha. Well, I got bones to pick with you and Josh. So this is the second time I've been invited to Baldwin. Oh, okay, he's still there. Second time I've been invited to Baldwin with you two. And I've caught 4 fish in this magical wonderland that you all call.
Chad, I think it's got something to do with you. Because anytime me and Josh go, we catch fish. We do good, you know?
We found the problem.
Yep. Well, Richard, he's made the trip solo.
Anybody else?
Baldwin is a evil lake. There's a reason that there is a video on my channel called The Curse of Baldwin.
Yeah, lake is not a give-in. It's really not. I mean, I mean, you've seen what it can do, but it's not a given.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a very interesting lake to me.
Weather plays a lot in that lake, and the wind plays a whole lot to do with it. If you don't have a 20-mile-an-hour wind in your face, that's what we were supposed to have that day.
Yeah,
we were supposed to have 20-mile-an-hour wind right in our face, and it went away.
That's why we didn't. None of us bought boats. I mean, we all expected pouring down rain and 20, 30-mile-an-hour winds, and I wish we would have taken boats to the lake instead.
Yeah, we would have. If we'd had boats out there, we'd have done a lot better. But
yeah, it'd been a game changer.
Parker called it the night before. He said, "Guys, it's going to be rough because we got no wind." I mean, he told us the night before that it was going to be like that. So hey, we could have went over. We might have been able to talk Avid to going if we'd have went to the Kaskaskia. It wasn't that far away, you know.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's why we went to Baldwin, though. So, oh, I wasn't supposed to say that, was I? I'm sorry. Oh, Avid's in here. My bad, Avid.
Hey, now, Cody, I got a full head of hair, buddy.
That's the second time I've been made fun of tonight for being bald.
Bald is beautiful.
There we go.
Love it.
Put it back on.
That's right. I'm messing with Sasquatch.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, honestly, there was rumor that he might have been coming, and I may or may not have had a cooler full of Slim Jims if he was. I was gonna walk over to Danny and take Black Betty, and I was gonna hook a Slim Jim on and just reach over, because you can reach all the way over to the stacks from one side of the freaking lake and mess with him.
Danny, do not let him touch Betty.
He already did. He did.
Yeah, he put his bad juju
he
on it.
He came down there and was petting on Betty, and you know, I thought he wanted a picture with her. I don't know what exactly he had going on there. I had to intervene, though. I mean, it got a little bit out of hand. He was getting a little bit too close.
I got to say hi to Honolulu, my one of my most wonderful subscribers. She's just number one fan, basically. You know, I don't fault you, but I fault you. You know what you did wrong. We'll talk about it later. Anyway, we got Panfish Nation member. We've got 217 made it in. What's up, buddy? Mark from Catfish and Crappie, I'm also a member. Appreciate you. What else? Let's get back on here. So let's go back to Black Betty. So I may or may not have violated Black Betty.
We've got therapy sessions scheduled. It's going to be a long process. Absolutely.
Well, you only seen part of what I did to Black Betty.
Oh, my God. Oh, Lord.
Do you remember that time that you went over the hill?
I'm not even going to go back and watch it. I'm not even going to go back and watch it.
You may want to go back and watch that part of it, because there may or may not have been something done to your.
Well, you know, our plan for this Sunday was me and Richard were going to be out on the boat, but Mississippi River, it's got something going on where it's going to mess with you any way it can. So if we're not in drought, we're in flood. We can't find the in between.
Yeah,
Betty's already told me that since we go on the boat, that she needed to take some time off. She was going to stay home because there was some things went on with Chad. She won't tell me exactly what happened. She's going to therapy. Maybe if she gets enough of that, she'll be able to talk to me about it. I don't know. We'll
she's
see.
going to need a lot of therapy.
I'm thinking so.
We had a moment. That's all I can say.
Well, you know, Chad, you know what, to tell you the truth, though, man, I love you to death, and Betty loves you, too. So.
Oh, she told me that.
I know. She tells me everything. But there are some things about Chad that she hasn't told me. She's never lied to me. She just said, I don't want to talk about it.
Right. Well, Right here, she's in good company with Super Eric, his truck.
Yeah.
Okay, this is getting like really weird for even me, man.
I mean, he tried to take a shad and put it on the antenna of my truck before we were leaving. So
He did. Yeah, there was the shad war in the parking lot. Absolutely. Shad were flying everywhere.
Shad, too,
Chad, have you found the drum yet?
Yeah.
Let us know. Okay.
Yeah, there
It's
should
there.
be a part somewhere in your truck.
It's there.
It's there.
Absolutely, it's there. You need to look a little harder.
Just remember, we'll be meeting up again here in a few months. So.
I've got no shortage of drum.
We'll know you're coming. We'll smell your truck.
No telling what I'll
It could have been.
but just ask Mark.
It could have been a bluegill on a rod holder, couldn't it?
Could be.
Hey, are you aware Freddie's doing his second job?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow,
I'm
he's
getting used
supposed to be
to
doing
it.
the
Freddie's double dipping back there.
Well,
Yep.
okay, since he's not over, I have to let everybody know tonight. I'm firing Freddie for real. Next week, I was going to do the winter blues. I was going to bring people in that are going to be fishing net for that because we've got that coming up the 14th and 21st. So I was going to bring them in, but I was talking to Chris beforehand, and he thinks it's a good idea maybe if I instead do a open hiring session right here on the bait shop and start hiring a new co-host. So if you're interested, maybe we'll do that next week. We'll see how that works out. If not, the week after. I really do want to get the Winter Blues folks in next week. Give them a chance to talk some smack before we go live on Saturday morning. But don't look away like you wouldn't be my co-host, Jerry Parker.
Buddy, I'm not reliable enough for my schedule.
It's all right. We'll see what happens. Yeah, obviously, Freddie, he's basically trying to ensure that he wins Product of the Year.
Yeah.
Right now, so he's kind of just moved himself off the show.
I mean, look at him. He don't even care. He's not even phased.
I know, right?
Woo. Chat is rolling, says Missy Kennedy. What's happening, Missy? Cold Creek Billy, Team Snaggle Whisper Dustin, Art from the One Ton Fishing Club, Kentucky. All kinds of beautiful people coming in here. Kenneth from Takedown.
D had a good idea, Chad.
D says I'm hiring Dockery. I thought
Wouldn't
he was
that'd be rehiring Dockery.
but I thought he was put on the DNR, do not return, do not rehire list.
He might be. I'm just hoping you change the background here because every time it's sitting like this, I'm getting creeped out with Parker's head on my body there. This is just
I just noticed that.
Fierce right now.
Oh, that's funny.
There we
I don't
go.
know.
There you
There
go.
it is.
Screenshot.
Well, did you notice something in that photo? How the way Josh is angled and Chris's text was way up high. Well, Josh's hand was actually up Chris's posterior, holding him like a puppet. That's why he was so high.
Oh no!
You weren't supposed to tell anybody.
Oh, I didn't mess it.
You missed the comment.
Well, if I had a co-host that would help me read chat like they're supposed to.
Oh, well, then maybe you don't want to
Oh, God.
There you go. Dockery said he'll put his name in the hat.
Robin's nominating J-Dog.
Danny, if you'd slide down in your chair a little bit, you could put your head on Jeremy's body.
Eric
Hey, there you
saying Chris and Chad, but honestly, I looked at Chris's resume already, and it's not tall enough. We got Dominic Hollis. Let's see if there's anybody in here else to say anything here.
I think Ab would make a good co-host for you.
Now you're getting somewhere.
There we go.
I'll shut this stream down right now.
We need old. You can get Mark. He don't usually have nothing to do.
There you go, Art. Hey, Art, One Time Fishing Club, right there.
Oh, that'd
look,
work.
We got another applicant, and Art.
There you go.
There you go.
Art would be a great one, but you know what, man? I'm all Freddie, man. I'm pro Freddie, so I'm sticking up for Freddie. You can't get rid of him.
He might have to get fired. I'm just saying. I'm thinking we had a little spat right before the show, and I'm about to just terminate him.
I'm thinking D and Freddie could host an awesome bait shop.
They probably could.
I'm pretty sure they could.
Fishing Mid-South says he knows how to read.
Ooh, wait a minute. Here's a thought. They can get right back. You get the Fred D show and come on at the same time as the bait shop. Freddie. There you go. Well, let's see who's got what then.
Yeah.
Danny, you're just too smart for your own good.
Hey, I'm going to make you do some math here in a little bit, buddy.
Hey, you know what? I hope and pray that Betty tells you the story.
We're not going back down that
What
road.
do you mean? You're gonna try to challenge me to some math?
Yeah.
No, I've got some math you do. Hey,
That's right, Troy.
just a curiosity thing.
Get on that.
Hey,
You tell me. Okay, if you add it up from the people that were at Baldwin,
okay.
how many people, if you totaled up, how many people got nominated for Whisker Awards from Baldwin? How many nominations total is that? You got Chris got 7.
Oh
I
God.
got 2. You and D had, how many did you have?
Technically, we have 4 because I'm lumped into Catfish Weekly as well.
There you go. So there's 14. Parker had 1, there's 15. How many did Josh have?
Oh God, Josh had
4, 5, something like that. Well,
I
think I had 4. Caitlin has 1.
17.
I don't know
Look at
how
that.
many. I don't know how many Josh wrote his name down on.
Yep.
I did not write my name down on any.
I mean, I found that to be a
I'm kidding,
fact.
Slugger.
17. We counted 17 nominations so far, just from the people that were at Baldwin.
You're making a
Yeah,
Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say?
that is pretty impressive. And speaking of impressive, there is the captain of one of the teams for the Baldwin Bash, Caitlin Dunnigan.
Yeah.
Let's Caitlin.
Hi.
You little troll.
Hi. Say hi, John.
Caitlin, you been rolling down any more hills?
Been rolling down any more hills?
Uh-uh.
No, we don't have any to roll down, do we?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's sis.
Jerry, I want to see you roll down that hill again.
He did do it.
And
I
you
missed
hit
that.
certain age where just the Disney, the Disney factor don't work out,
Well, to me, I really wanted to. It looked like a lot of fun, but all I could feel was my back breaking as I rolled down the hill.
Well, you had issues enough when you were on the drive home.
Oh, dude, that drive home kicked my butt.
Yeah,
Caitlin,
you were in pretty bad shape that night, as I recall.
I was. I really thought when we stopped for gas, I was going to have to go to the hospital. So,
Yeah.
but like I said, I've been working on my hydration. So, I have had 1 Mountain Dew all week.
Stan's not happy with you.
Hey, I'd rather that than deal with all that kind of stuff. Jerry, that is a lovely room of death you have.
Yeah, you tell me. Let's see, I got some more over here.
How many more you got?
And this is just the downstairs
Parker.
room. And the upstairs room is where my bigger heads are at,
I was actually getting ready to make a joke. Why do you kill all the small ones?
I'm going to go down now.
Those are just the ones he hit with his truck. The ones he shot are hanging up in the upstairs.
Parker, do you think you can finally find time to give me my spotlight back? I mean, I think you got enough.
No doubt.
Well, all together, I have 21 deer that are Pope and Young, and 3 that are Boone and Crockett that I have mounted in the house.
Nice.
Wow. Do you know how many bucktails you could have supplied me with?
I know.
You know, I feel bad about that because I need to start tying jig too. And every time I kill out deer, and I actually donate my hides to the local Elks Lodge here in our town, and it's for veterans. They make gloves for veterans, so I don't donate all my deer hides to them.
That's cool, but they don't use the tail, so
I'll cut the tails off and I'll supply you guys. But Donegan is the closest to me, so he might get first dibs, or Rob.
Anyway, Caitlin, what was your most favorite thing about the Baldwin Bash?
Hanging out with everybody.
Yeah, hanging out.
It wasn't
Trolling
picking on
Chad.
me.
What about that?
Yeah.
Trolling Chad.
Putting rocks.
Putting rocks. Hey, what about when we give him a skipjack?
Ooh.
Yeah. Freaking gonna leave and I'm trying to empty my nasty cooler. He brings me over the skipjack that was probably caught in 1988.
It was an old. It was a bad skipjack.
Let's put it this way: it was wrapped like 30 times in Saran wrap and put in a gallon freezer bag, and I could still smell it.
Chad, I smelled that cooler before we even got up there. There's nothing he put in there that was going to make it any worse.
That's the truth.
That thing was pretty bad.
That was a bad cooler, Chad.
All right, B.
Yes, it was.
Hey, that Mountain Dew that I took out of there that day and drank it was pretty good, though.
Yeah, I don't know how you were doing that.
Well, no wonder you almost died on the way home.
He probably had salmonella.
That's it. Hey, there's Creole.
Creole, what's happening, bro?
Got the whole river rats crew in.
Oh, look at Freddie. He just up and quit.
Now he's on strike. Anyway, so yeah, Danny, you made a good point. I do believe that we have more Golden Whisker nominations on screen than we caught fish at Baldwin.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
That's for sure.
There's definitely a lot.
Oh, you included me finally. Thanks.
And the nominees were announced last night over on Palmetto Cat. So people that haven't seen that yet, go over, check that out. And voting started last night right after the show, and it finishes up on. They have to be in by February 1st. So.
All right, so I need to try to remember my Google password so I can do this time.
We got to vote.
You got to vote. If you don't vote, you don't get to complain.
That's right. That's funny, but that's what my wife asked me. You got nominated. Why do I have to vote?
Kevin said there's no need for a Google password.
Really? The last thing that I clicked on, maybe that was the other, just for the suggestion thing, it made me try to do the Google password. And I was like, I can't remember my freaking password.
If you go to last night's show from the Golden Whiskers and go down the description, Palmetto has the link in the description below that. You click on that, it'll take you straight to the voting.
Yep.
What is that noise?
Whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, we finished ours up last night. As soon as it was over, me and Stacia both got on there and got all our voting all took care of.
Well, then I'll have to check that out. I didn't try to click on the link yet because I figured I needed my Google password.
Yep. All I did was went back to the show and then scrolled below in the description. It's got the link posted there. You click on it, boom, it'll take you right to it.
I'm trying to find out where that's at.
I think you found it.
Parker, you're making noise.
Parker's always clicking and popping. That's his thing.
Yep. It came back as soon as you unmuted him.
A gun room and probably my dehumidifier running. Can I keep a big dehumidifier in here to keep the rust off my guns? It's probably what you're hearing.
Ah, well, I'm going to mute you. I just need you to sign the whole rest of the show. Thanks.
He only knows one phrase. Oh, no, there it goes. Dee's put the link in the chat there, so.
There you go.
That ain't better?
No. Yeah. No.
Yes, it is.
A little bit.
There's a good tip from Roger.
Yep. I like that cooler defunk. It saved a couple coolers for me before.
Hey,
well, every time I've set mine out in the yard with the lid open to do that, my wife throws them in the dumpster. She goes, I don't want that stinking thing in my yard. People drive by and they can see it, they can smell it.
I had an Engel cooler that went out in the trash because it got bait in it for a long time and it was bad. And Engel coolers
I've had to throw away a few coolers.
There was no way anybody was ever using that cooler again.
I basically just put more ice in it and put more fish in it and just keep going. You guys are sissies.
I believe it.
Oh. Well, co-host, we're halfway through the show. Do you want to co-host with me now?
I've been here the whole time. You just ain't let me talk. That's fine.
I'm turning it over to you now. I'll call you.
No, this is the Baldwin.
I mean, look, dude. If you want to medal when we win live talk show of the year, you're gonna have to put in some more. That's all I got to say.
I'm the good-looking one. I have the stage first.
Freddie, you were invited to the Baldwin Bash. It is not
why
our
didn't
fault
you show
that
up?
you did
Why
not
didn't
go.
you show up?
Let's see. It's like lots and lots and lots and lots of hours away.
Oh, but you're gonna show up to CatCon, I bet, so you can get a medal.
I'm showing up to CatCon because I'm an exhibitor. FOA
business of the year. FOA.
FOA double Y ride. Go vote for me.
He is pretty good at putting those rods in those tubes.
Yeah, he got one of them packed in the whole time we've been doing this show. He's only got 340 more to go.
I was trying to take my time so it wasted some of the show so Jack could keep talking.
I like that. Oh.
Wow, Missy.
Unfortunately, I'm.
That's a wonderful thing about Missy. She does not discriminate. Missy hands out trolling, equal opportunity troll.
I love her to death. Missy is savage, and I love
her. Okay, as long as I heard that right, Chris.
That's what I heard.
But since this is my turn, if you do go to CatCon, you can always come by the FOA double Y rod at the FOA Customs Gear booth.
There you go, Chad. Hey, we're going to have more room at the YouTube booth because Freddie's going to be too busy over at the FOA booth.
Sorry,
I'll come visit you, Freddie.
Sports car go by my house.
We could all just take over, like hang out in front of Freddie's booth. That way, nobody can get up there to buy stuff.
There you go. We'll form a line, blockade there.
Yeah.
Look, I'm hoping I sell out Friday, so I don't even have to work on Saturday. Okay,
we'll call it the Baldwin blockade. How's that?
There you go.
Freddie, you ain't gonna work down there anyway. It'll be just like we are on the bait shop. You'll probably have me down there working the booth for you, doing all the work, while you just walk around and talk and shake hands. And
that's why I got one of these. I got Nina one of these. It says, see what it says? Sponsor. She's going to do the work while I sit back and play.
Let's get back to Baldwin here. Richard.
Yes, sir.
So after spending most of your day away from Danny. Danny and I, we really became much closer because he and I spent so much time because we're old and couldn't walk very far. And we spent a lot of time down there together, and then you come up and then you cut us off. Why don't you explain yourself?
Well, Chad, I was stricken with jealousy. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to get some Chad time. He was monopolizing the Chad. I just had to jump in there and get me some Chad time.
Well, you noticed that Chris moved down there too and got on the other side of me there. So
see, Chris was needing some Danny time. It just all worked out.
There you go.
Well, that's true, but it was also to get further away from Chad time. So.
Oh, makes sense.
Oh, Chris and Telly
that if I'm being honest, it was closer to the truck. The fish that sucked for me, Chris was.
That's exactly why we moved on there.
The people were asking us, when me and Chad were fishing that spot we were at, they go, well, what made you choose this spot? I said, that's as far as we could go. Chad goes, where are you fishing at? I said, right here.
I'm here with you, buddy.
And you know what? And Parker walked all the way down to the end. It didn't do any better than we did. So,
Chad was like, how far is Parker going? I said, I can care less. I'm stopping right here.
Yeah, y'all ran out of gas at the same spot.
Yep.
He's like, no, this is it. We're going to take over right here.
There he is. He's back. That sounds perfect.
Parker told us walking in, he said, we're going to go between the first and second trash cans. And soon
we didn't make it.
First trash can, Billy said, how far are we going?
If you get up to that first trash can, if you ever look on Navionics when you're walking in, right around that first trash can, there's a drop-off hole there.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There were several of you guys that covered that hole and fished that spot, and just the way it worked out that day, it didn't matter. You please.
No, it didn't.
Because we fished deep, we fished shallow. I mean, we were getting bites, but it was a lot of just little dinks that were just tugging on our bait.
Yeah, we were getting the channel cats there. It's full of little bitty channel cats at that lake. And they'll peck you to death. If they're in, the blues don't, once the blues come in, those channel cats seem to go away.
Oh, don't we know Baldwin has lots and 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 lots of little channel cats. Right, Parker?
Yeah, the second fish I caught.
You big man, he left.
The second fish I caught, I didn't even know it was on there. I reeled in to check my bait, and there was a fish on there. And I didn't even know it reeled it in.
That's basically
what about old zombie carp? Chad was there to see zombie carp.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Hey, I caught those two. Well, I caught one of the fish on skipjack. The other one was on zombie carp.
We let our zombie carp go out of the cooler because it had been about 16 hours and its gills were still moving. I asked Caitlin, I said, go break your heart if we let him go. And she's like, no, let's see if he'll swim away. By the end of the day, he swam off.
It took a little while. Josh tossed that fish in and it sat there by the bank on its side for a while. Hours. And then Josh walked back down there and messed with it, and it took off.
Yeah.
Swam away. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. Set in a cooler, no water.
Yeah.
For that freaking long and swam off. That was amazing. Off.
That's a tough fish. That fish deserves to live.
Absolutely does.
Sure.
And I'm with 217, though we didn't quite, like you said, Danny, we didn't make it. We just said, heck, with this close enough, I'm just popping a squat right here.
There you go. Yeah, because, I mean, when you're walking that bank, and you've already been walking for what seems like an eternity, and you look a half a mile ahead of you and Parker's still booking, you're just like, I don't care anymore.
Have fun. Yep.
I'm like, go for it, buddy. He'll be back.
One thing I'd like to know is why did Chad bring a wagon with 4 flat tires and not a single chair for D?
Hey, they weren't flat until he loaded all of his gear in it.
He didn't have a chair for D to sit in.
I know.
Yeah, we left both our chairs at home. Grabbed the cart thinking it was fine and had 4 flat tires, one with tread that's coming off the tire.
Yeah.
I kept going, man, this thing is heavy. And then Dee would help me pull it. And I was like, okay, that's not too bad. And she'd let go, and I'd be like, oh, it'd jerk me back. And I was like, good Lord, but the tires really, you really didn't notice that they were flat until you pushed on them. They just,
Oh yeah, they were done.
they're so done. I still ain't got that cart out of the truck. I'm too tired to.
Mine's still in the back of my truck. Not gonna lie, it's still back there.
Mine is too.
I noticed you guys were struggling with it, and I told Telly, I said, well, maybe we ought to take some of their equipment and put it in our wagons because we got some room. And she's like, no, they'll be fine.
See, I was worried when we walked in because the last time we did this, it was freezing cold. It was bad. And
Really, Jello? Thanks.
and Caitlin walked out there with me, no problem. And she sat there all day, and it was brutal cold that day. She sat there but didn't make a peep.
Yeah.
And
She sure did. She was tough. Well.
But on the way back that day, she made it about halfway back to the parking lot. And she's like, she's done. So we already had a cart loaded up full of equipment, and now we got the daughter on the cart too. I got to drag the little girl back. So I'm like, well, we'll stop at the first trash can today. That way, if I have to drag her, I'm not dragging as far. So
now, Josh, didn't at one point on the trip back, didn't your cart get heavy this trip?
yeah, somebody was walking behind me, hanging on to it and everything.
I like the head video of that. Danny sprawled out on the ground, and Josh is just pulling him. Danny's back there.
Actually, it wasn't me.
Oh.
But Josh was pulling his cart, and all of a sudden it got super heavy. And he looked back, and he had an extra load. Somebody had a hold of a rod pulling backwards while he was pulling forward.
Yeah.
I was hoping that Parker would come back because that was one of
Freddie made him mad.
I know. I'm used to Freddie doing that to people. Another reason why I got to fire him and hire somebody else. But one of my favorite memories from this whole trip, I'm sitting there talking to Josh, and I walked over to his rods, and I don't remember what I said to you.
I remember what you did.
I know what I did. I don't remember.
I know what you did, but I don't remember what you said. Okay, fair enough.
I don't remember what I said, but I walked over, and Josh had all of his rods are spinning, and I opened up every one of his bales, like took the drag and loosened them up
everything
on every one of them. And then it was maybe about an hour later, I was walked down and I'm talking to Parker, and I was like, man, you won't believe what I did to that dummy. And he said, what? And I walked over to his rod and said, you see this right here on your rod or your reel? I did this, and I did the same thing. He just sit there and watched me do it the entire time. Oh. There he is.
There he is. You start talking about him, he comes back.
I had to relocate rooms. Our service sucks out here. So
you moved into the kitchen. We know why. Closer to the refrigerator.
Yep.
I've seen 217 said, I just have to say thank you all. I had an awesome time at Baldwin. I know I was kind of quiet, but I truly enjoyed myself and ready to do it again. Well, next time you got to speak up a little bit. I didn't know who you were until we left. I didn't know you were there.
There, Mikey.
Freddie's trying to be a Chuck Norris wannabe.
Who is?
It says Freddie's trying to be a Chuck Norris wannabe.
Oh, every night Chuck Norris looks under his bed for Freddie Beck before he goes to sleep.
That's right.
I've seen some pictures that what Freddie looks like in that hat, and it does not remind me of Chuck Norris.
You want to see?
You want me to grab another screenshot?
Yeah.
I already got one good
one.
Bumpin' Mike joined us on screen for a little while. I think he outfished everybody.
He did.
He didn't leave home. Oh, that was what I was going to say. The 217 is you. I would have caught a lot more fish, but you took my spot. No, I did. I had a lot of fun, man, up there. It's a quite a little trip, but at least it's a nice straight, right down, straight out west. It's like one interstate into the basically little town of where you turn off into, and then it's 800 miles of country roads there. But
Chad, I thought for sure you were going to say your favorite part was when the lady at the hotel recognized you from YouTube.
Oh, really? We're going to go into that, Chris?
No, probably shouldn't.
I didn't get to hear about this.
Oh, yeah. This definitely. Let's hear details.
No, Chris told her I was a famous YouTuber, and that's what we'll leave it.
Oh, no.
And then I
YouTuber
found out.
OnlyFans.
And then I found out.
I wasn't going to say it, Parker, but yeah, that's,
Well, then I found out, and it's funny because Chris and Telly are standing next to us, and the lady that's bringing us up, or checking us in, whatever you call it, looks up and she's like, "So I have you in a handicap room," and then looks over at me, and I'm like, "Why the hell did you look at me when you said that?"
That's a true story.
That is a true story. And I looked over at Dean, I'm like, "So something you want to tell me? You can tell him you brought your handicapped husband with you, or what?" Like, yeah, Chris got a good kick out of it. But you know what? I got free cookies and bottled water out of it, so I don't.
Yeah, that's a true story too.
That is, and Chris didn't get anything like that. So that's
had a blast though. It was a lot of fun. We really did enjoy ourselves over there.
Oh yeah.
Well, next year we'll keep an eye on the weather, and maybe everybody bring their boats up next year. We'd like a repeat.
I would love to do a boat get together over there.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah,
that's going to be the year that you guys are all up there in the boats. I'm gonna plop my butt down on the bank, and we'll see what's what. Because that'll be the year that you guys will be wishing you were on the bank. You wait and see.
Probably.
Chad, we can go by and snag Black Betty and hold her for ransom.
Dude,
no, I don't think
so would.
Well, I mean, I told my wife I can't be packing heat because it's Illinois. But yeah, you guys may change my mind about that. We might have to do a little boat sinking that day because Betty floats.
You'll see her float all the way across the river. We keep on dragging.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. But we've established the Baldwin Bash. It's pretty much going to be an annual thing now. What I'm hoping for is that every year we can add a couple more people, and really blow that thing up.
Yep. Line that whole North Levee if we can.
There you go.
You could. And we could shuttle bank anglers to the bank in our boats.
That was
because Richard had suggested that. He actually thought about bringing his boat up and using it like an Uber for everybody.
Yeah. I was just going to call it the Freedom Ferry and just ferry people out to the bank spots and drop them off with all their gear.
And if we're out there on the boats fishing and Danny's tearing up the fish, we could just bring shallow water anchors and go right up next to him.
There you go. I would have no problem with that.
And Christina says you won't be able to get everybody on screen.
Well, that was part of the tough part about it. Like, I mean, we were, we had a few feet in between each of us, but I basically turned my camera on, muted myself, turned my volume down because between you and Danny,
we had enough. I mean, Danny talked and he picked up on everybody's phone, but I mean,
yeah, it was. It was hard to tell what was going on in the live stream because you'd hear somebody talk that was there, and then you'd hear it through everybody's phones down the way, and it was just hard to tell what was going on. But it was. We still had
like a mile down.
We were having enough fun that I didn't realize that my phone completely died at some point before the end of the live, and I'm like, we're packing up. I'm going, why ain't my phone turning on? I plugged it into the truck. 0%. Oh well, okay, good to know.
And what's the first thing he did? He walks up to me and goes, "Why didn't you tell me my phone was dead?" And I said, "Man, I forgot about mine. It was on like 8% when I plugged the battery into it.
Oh yeah, it was. You know, mine had been on that. Mine had been on that power bank all day, and it was holding at 100% until that sun went behind the clouds, and the temperature dropped, and it killed that battery in a hurry.
See, now I
Boy,
had
it did.
that
When
sun
that sun
overheated
went
my
behind the clouds,
phone.
holy crap.
When that, shut up, Freddie. When that sun went behind the cloud, it was like it dropped like 20 degrees.
Yeah.
I got cold quick. I started out with sweatpants and a hoodie or jacket. Then I went down to shorts and a t-shirt, and then that happened. But that sun it overheated my phone. I couldn't keep it charged. Oh, poor Christina. Yeah, Christina, thank you so much for helping host that.
Yes,
She
Christine.
did a great job. I'm telling you, she did an absolute great job.
And Mark came in too and helped Christine out. Much love, Mark.
Yep.
What you doing, Freddie?
And I felt the sorriest for Christina because there's nothing tougher than hosting a show when nobody's catching fish.
You know what the worst part that bothered her the most is we all just set our cameras up and walked away.
Pretty much.
There was nobody.
Hey, you got it, girl.
Good luck, Christina. We're gonna go away now.
Yeah, you just hang out and host. Okay, there we go. She said we're like herding cats.
Herding cats.
Yeah.
Well, Josh,
everybody was having a good time going around and getting to see everybody, and I don't think anybody was really worried about fishing after a certain point. It was just all about hanging out and talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, you say something about getting everybody together to try to hit Red Lake this spring or something?
Yeah, once when the cats get up into the shallows at Wren Lake, that's when they get big and mean, and you can't hardly not catch them. We're going to put something together. That's probably going to be the middle of May. Well, the middle of May will be in Mendota. April, May time. Try to get everybody together and work out a date where we can all meet down there at Wren Lake. That's going to be one you can bank fish it, but man, a boat gets you a whole lot better results.
I was going to ask you, are there any bank fishing access there anywhere?
There's plenty of bank fishing access. There's good bank fishing access at Wren. I can put you on some good ones, but man, if you can do it from a boat, I can put you on better spots up there. So.
I don't need no boat, man. I'll bring Black Betty. I'll throw out there where you guys are at.
That's true.
But Wren is one of those lakes too. You got to watch the wind on that lake too. That lake gets in a hurry.
The good thing about Wren is it's separated about the halfway point with Highway 154, and like if you have a real strong wind out of the north, you fish south of 154. If you've got a real strong wind out of the south, you fish north of 154. Because if you're on the side that's getting the wind, you're getting the waves too, and it can get rough in a hurry.
Well, that
put Chad on that.
That's actually.
And Avid's absolutely correct. He said there's good camping spots there at Wren. Wren has several very nice campgrounds.
Okay, so see, there you go. So I'll look and see where I'm at on it when it comes up, or when you figure out when you want to do it. Because my best option is just drag my camper up there and stay there for the weekend.
Yeah.
Dude, I got big screen TV, bathroom facilities, kitchen, the works.
Let's go. I was actually surprised though too, and disclaimer, I was surprised at first when we was looking it up, and a yearly license for Illinois for out of state is only $31.50.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
I pay quite a bit more for my yearly Kentucky license than y'all pay for your yearly Illinois. So.
Yeah, well, we offer a lot more. We have a lot more to offer in Kentucky. That's what disclaimer. When I meant disclaimer is I can understand why Illinois is so cheap. Nobody wants to go there, but
yeah. Yeah, Avid had a meet and greet there at Wren a couple years ago.
Was that at Wren?
That was at Wren.
Kelly and I went to that.
I remember.
Campgrounds are really nice.
I do remember that one. They had the kids tournament and stuff there too. At that one, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had
Jerry
to
and Rob drove out just for that.
Yep.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I can't forget that weekend. That's when I ended up with all those stitches above my eye.
Yep.
I do remember that. And you still continue to not take Christina bluegill fishing.
Hey, don't ever even try to joke at the hospital that your wife hit you. They don't find that humorous at all. They asked me what happened, and I me being me, wanting to make a joke. I said, well, I learned not to mess with the pregnant girl. I had a half dozen different people come into that room before I was stitched up going, hey, what happened? Hey, what happened? I'm like, I know what they're doing. They're trying to make sure my story matches every time I tell them. I said, if it don't, she's in trouble.
Well,
Avid, that'd be a good idea.
Anyway.
We'll get together. We'll put that one. We'll make that one happen. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
Avid's wanting to do a kids tournament at Rend. I am all for that.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think you guys need to do more of those because everybody. I mean, the people watching those tournaments. I mean, it rivals the adults fishing. No problem.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody loves to watch kids fish and catch fish. To me, there's a lot of times I'd rather watch the kids fish than I would the adults.
They're a lot. I have fun with those.
Yeah, it is a blast, man.
Yeah, you never know what they're going to say or do. It's funny. And then just the excitement when they catch fish is added bonus.
Oh,
Yeah,
One more big
tournaments.
Yeah, I was fixing to mention the fact. that Muskrat, man, hats off to him. He does a great job every year with those kids tournaments. Anybody can tell you how great they are.
Oh man,
Yeah,
he makes those so fun.
He does.
You know,
I wish my kid would fish.
You've got the Halloween tournament, all that good stuff. I dressed up as James Dockery that one year for Roger's Halloween tournament. Caitlin dressed up as an angry face.
Those were pretty good, but I still like Freddie's
Pontoon Jody costume.
Pontoon Jody costume. That was pretty awesome.
That one was pretty good.
Don't try to keep me on now.
You've got 2 minutes left of employment. You might as well enjoy this.
I'm enjoying every bit of this.
He's going to end the stream.
And don't forget, everybody, this weekend we have the Cooper versus Potomac over on Two Stands channel. Good luck, Freddie.
Freddie, I got an out for you. We'll have Chad. He'll have Jody as the new co-host from now on. You know what to do, right?
Sorry, you started talking. I stopped listening. What?
Never mind. Wasn't directed toward you.
Hi, Megan.
Freddie. He won't be able to tell the difference. Trust me.
Megan, you better make sure that room's clean before I come to visit.
I don't think she knows about that yet.
Oops.
Chad, you know better than to fire somebody at the beginning of their shift. That's right.
Oh yeah, that's dangerous.
Good thing Freddie's shift is ending. Any final words, ladies and gentlemen? Before we get over to Panfish Nation.
Shut it. We got 1 minute before we go to Panfish Nation. You guys got anything to say?
Go vote. Golden Whisker Awards. They're open. Go vote.
Absolutely.
I won't tell you who to vote for. Just go vote.
Me, I won't either. Vote early, vote often, but you can only one vote counts.
If you just went through there and closed your eyes clicking, chances are you're going to hit hooks and hammocks at least 3 or 4 times.
Hey, you know what? I will say this: if you went through, closed your eyes, and just clicked anywhere in that Golden Whisker ballot, you're not going to be disappointed who you voted for.
That's true.
Not at all.
You are
Just a
not
blind
going to
vote,
for a
and you're
bad
still
person.
doing great.
But anyway,
But don't do that.
But
don't do that. Look down
Don't do that.
Find your favorites, you know.
Yeah.
But be honest with
Honest,
your vote.
be-
Don't just vote because
Nah.
you know this person, not everybody else. Take a look at each and every nominee, each and every one of their videos,
Right.
and do an honest vote.
Yes.
Because in all, we know it's for fun, but we want honest votes to count. So
Right. You're not
Maybe-
voting for your friends. You're voting for the videos.
Yes.
maybe I didn't
Yeah.
vote for Danny for Bank Angler of the Year. You don't know. I went and looked at the videos of the other anglers to see who I thought was the best bank angler.
And that's what I would want. Because here's the thing: if I win or lose, I want it to be an honest win or loss.
Mhm.
But I did vote for Danny anyway.
Yeah, but I'm trying not to be biased with my
I
vote.
got you back.
You know, I'm sitting here listening to Kevin put all these names up, and I'm like, even though Kevin made fun of me, like,
And I don't know what he's saying because he's just not talking and trying to say some words. But being that this is my last night and all, this is a great way to end the show, folks.
No, I have one quick question before we
Come
go.
on,
Seriously,
come on.
though. Okay. Now when I went and voted, it sent me a confirmation email. Thank you for your vote. Whatever. It confirmed that my vote was counted or whatever. But see, my wife Stacia, she never gets in chat. She's just not a person that gets there. But she watches a lot of us on YouTube. I mean, she watches a lot of people shows and stuff. She watches Pontoon Jody. She watches Chris Telly. She watches Freddie. She watches Chad. She watches a lot of people. You never know she's there. But she went and voted, and it never sent her a confirmation email. So
Now, did it once you click the vote, did it say your vote had been accepted?
well, she went through and voted just like I did and hit submit at the bottom. She did exactly like I did. It was probably about 20 minutes later, I got a confirmation email showing that they'd received my vote, but she never received an email.
I don't know.
Palmetto can look into that for you.
Send all complaints to the HR department. That's all I can tell you to do.
Yep.
But we got to get out of here because Panfish Nation is next. And
Absolutely. I'm
next
heading over
week
there.
on Thursday night's bait shop, you never know who's going to be the co-host since I've been fired. But you know what? I've got the golden ticket. Later.
You're fired, Freddie.